as good as them is there. But parang in the back of my head, I always tell myself, no, I will never be as good as my parents, but I can try.
Did they give you feedback in your performance?
Yes, they do. I mean, of course, they say na, yeah, I'm proud of you, of course, and they're proud na it was my first parang leading role in a movie. And I enjoyed that one, and of course, they gave me some advice.
But you know also na it's in your blood, di ba? Shouldn't that be
that's what people say, parang it's in my blood, so I should know how. But I don't want to really depend on that. I also want to learn more and test myself because I don't know until where I can reach.
Mariel, you've worked with Coco. In the future, any leading man in mind that you would like to be paired with?
Well, actually, after watching Pia's movie, I'd like to work with Gerald Anderson din. I think he's a very good actor, especially after I've seen him there in that movie because it's very different.
Speaking of that movie, kasi sexy doon si Pia, are you willing to do that kind of film pa sexy niya, no?
Pag sexy na ako.
What role pa yung mga gusto mong gawin if you given a chance to choose?
Actually, mga like actions for girls.
Like mga Tomb Raider or something like that?
Yeah, kasi mostly now it's puro mga action for guys. And I'd like to see a girl in a leading role as a action.
Will you be undergoing any training, acting workshops?
Acting workshops, yes, I want to hopefully. Even though I've had workshops before under Viva, under Jonathan Aranio, and also Star Magic. Yeah.
When it comes to technique pang acting, are you parang inside of yung technique mo sa pag-acting or outside?
Well, nung sa Panday, during my scenes, I just thought about the whole scene and what I would feel if that happened to me. Like that scene where Flavio got stabbed. When he got stabbed, it was really hard because I really imagined na Coco got stabbed. So I guess it's like that.
So, after Binibini, talagang tuloy-tuloy na yung pag-aartista mo?
Yes.
Yung singing mo, being part mo?
Yes. I also want to hone that skill also. I want to take more singing lessons. And not naman stray away from opera. Still be a bit opera, but also try different genres.
Yung contract mo ba dito, is it okay with you na i-reveal na ilang movies, may ganun ba? Ilang years, something like that?
Well, I can't say too much, pero mga 2 years, but that's all.
2 years.
Okay. Meron ng plano, meron ng project. I heard na meron ka ng project.
Yes, I have a project soon, pero I don't know the details yet. So baka next month, I'll
Mariel, ano yung hindi mo makalimutan sinabi ni Papa mo about acting?
About acting?
Na medyo tumatak sa'yo. I have to ponder on that. Maybe I have to really study hard acting.
Yeah, he always tells me na make sure I read the whole script and really analyze the character and get into the character so that pag nandun na sa set, I can really think about how the character would move, how she would say her lines and things like that. He always tells me to study the character.
What about Mommy Sam? Ano naman yung mga tips?
She always tells me to respect everyone sa set, yung staff, yung crew, the cast, and always be professional.
What have you learned working with Coco dun sa Panday?
With Coco, I've learned to
Being a director, being a co-actor, or something?
Well, as a director, I look up to him kasi super detailed niya. Parang every detail sa scene, he sees it. And he's very perfectionist, which I think is a good thing. So every time I went on set, medyo scared ako. Pero I think in a good way kasi I always want to bring my best para hindi siya ma-disappoint sa akin. Of course, also, considering the fact na pinili niya ako, so I felt more pressure to do good.
Personally, ba sino yung mga actresses you look up to? Local or international?
Well, international, I love Kate Blanchett.
Wow.
And yeah, I really love her. Sino pa ba? Well, actors, I like Michael Fassbender.
Sa local naman.
Local.
Aside from your parents.
Aside from my parents, yeah. Actually, it's weird. Like, talking about my parents, I didn't watch much of their movies.
Ah, talaga? Bakit?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Even
know.
nung bata ka pa, yung mga pelikula.
My favorite one lang is yung Kakabaka-Baka-Ba.
Musical.
Yeah.
I was with you.
Yeah. And then I also watched yung first movie niya, Tinimbang Kang Ngunit Kulang. I also like that.
So, nung bata ka ba, hindi ka nagsasama ni Tito Boyet? or ni-
Sinasama ako.
Oo.
Pero parang it was all normal to me. Parang, oh, everyone does this na. Pero hindi pala growing up. So parang growing up, I thought na I had a normal childhood. But on the outside looking in, I guess people would think na it's different.
When it comes to choosing a role, may say ba si Mandabi?
I asked for their advice. Yeah. Kasi I always ask if I should do this. Would it be good for me? And they're always supportive in every aspect. They're always like, just go, just do it.
Are you open working with them soon in a project?
I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared to work
Bakit?
with them. Kasi it's weird to say kasi out of all the people to be shy with, I'm the most shy with them in terms of acting. I think it would be weird to act with my parents.
You are, kilala ka bilang very open sa mga social media. Are you planning to enter ba politics soon?
No, never.
Pero bakit gaganon ka open sa social media kapag may meron kang gustong sabihin?
Well, I think, ako kasi I'm not really scared of other people's opinions about me. So, and I believe in expressing your opinion, even if it's anyone, you know, from janitors to politicians to businesswomen to teachers. I think anyone should have the right to express their own opinion as long as they're not super bastos about it, you know. And I've seen a lot of comments that are over the line, and that's where I draw the line also. I don't go over.
Recently, no, parang naging controversial ka
Yeah.
because of the Binibining Pilipinas kay CATRIONA. What can you say about that? Na nabash ka because of your comment na scripted thing?
Yeah, well, it was weird to me because I didn't say anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. Even CATRIONA said I didn't do anything wrong, and all the other Binibinis there also agreed because it was cut in a different way. Because all the girls, all the 40 Binibinis had, all the queens said something about them. So I think it was just misunderstood.
You wanna explain that? Like scripted things para ma-clear din ng mga tao. Ano yung scripted thing na sinabi mo kay Ana?
Oh no, I just said I like confidence, I like the way you talk. It just sounds a tiny bit scripted, which I don't think is a bad thing to say. Because we were there as judges to help them grow and to help them learn. So we were just trying to help them, and then I think people thought about it in a different way, which is unfortunate.
Ano masasabi mo pinagtanggol ka ni Katarina? That you are a good person daw, you're not that... Ano
I'm
masasabi
very
mo?
thankful for my queen sisters because I also see Elizabeth
Elizabeth,
Valencia also defended me, and Rachel wanted to, but we said wag na kasi universe ka, so wag na. And all my sisters were there for me, and they were there also during the judging, so they know what really happened also.
What do you agree with the result of Binibini?
Yeah, definitely. Because I was there watching also, and you could really tell who really worked hard and who really gave the best performance. So I think all the girls there deserve their crown.
What can you say about the performance of Catriona? Deserve niya ba maging Miss
Yeah,
Nila?
really. She really deserved it, and I really love the touch, the jewelry on her ear. I really like that one. 'Cause, since Miss World, because we trained under Aces and Queens together since joining Miss World, and you can really tell how hard she worked for what she wants, and I think that's something to admire in her. She knows what she wants, and she's not afraid to get it.
Do you think may pag-asa siya to
Yes,
may uwi yung
definitely.
crown? Yeah.
Yes. I think she has I guess you call an X factor when she goes there, and she's really good at presenting herself, and I think that's what Miss Universe is about.
Pero marami rin nag-comment dun sa medyo sumabali siya dun sa question and answer. Parang yung mature thing, that's a young, ano, di ba? May mga ganun. Anong comment dun sa answer niya?
Well, I think she really answered well. She had one of the best answers there, and I think people always have something to say in terms of the question and answer portion, because they never really know how it is or what happens unless you're there on stage answering the question. So I think we should just accept it, and she already won and she deserved it.
Pero kailangan niya pa mag-training, do you think, for the Miss U International, yun sa international pageant?
Well, I think even after winning, yung mga binibinis really go through training. They should go through training. And that happens to all the queens, past and present. And it's just how it is. But I think she's ready.
What can you say naman dun sa naging komento ng Bea Rose at Maggie Wilson about sa performance ni CATRIONA na hindi daw deserving to win the swimsuit crown?
Oh, I don't know about that, but I think that's their thing.
Tama
Yeah.
ni CATRIONA King. Tayo, no?
Okay.
Mariel, what particular discipline in beauty pageants helped you in deciding being an actress now, because you signed an exclusive contract? Ano yung particular trait you learnings from being a beauty queen?
The thing I'm thankful for after joining beauty pageants is having really thick skin. Because I think beauty pageant contestants, once they join, they get judged immediately, and most of the times it's really hard. So once you go through that, you develop a really thick skin and a strong mind
And
a
that should
strong
help you
heart.
get here now.
Yes, and I think it will really help me throughout showbiz, because you never know what people will throw at you, what stories people can make up, and different showbiz dramas. So I think that will prepare me.
You kept on mentioning earlier that you're shy, you've been on because you're shy. But if little girls are watching you now, ano yung ma-advise mo para ma-overcome yung shyness if secretly they may be becoming a beauty queen?
Well, for me, how I overcame my shyness is just to experience a lot of things in life, to go through a lot of hardships and a lot of good things also, and to just learn how to take it step by step in going out of your shell. You don't need to force it or dive in right away. You can take it step by step, because it took a long time for me, because I was really shy and insecure before, but after going through a lot of things, it made me more sure of myself and more confident, and that's what helped me come out of my shell.
So you're saying that you're not gonna change your thinking when it comes to voicing out your opinion?
I think, yeah, I would still be the same me, but then of course this time I would think about the words I choose before I speak out, because in the times now, people are very, I guess, sensitive, and they think too much about certain words and certain things people say. So maybe not only for me, but other people out there should be careful in how they say things.
How do you handle bashers, Mariel? Kapag may mga nababasa ka against you or your family?
Well, I really just try to ignore it, as hard as it may be. Sometimes nanggigigil ka and you want to reply. Pero at the end of the day, you just have to think na, who are they, diba? So might as well ignore it, kasi at the end of the day, they're the ones that's watching you, and they're the ones that are behind the computer, and you don't know who they are, they don't know who you are.
Mariel, I'm not sure, but did you activate your Twitter account?
I deleted it na kasi
Okay.
yeah, I think it would be best for me because that's where I go all out talaga. But then I still have my Facebook page and my Instagram, and I would still, voice out opinions, but in a more sensitive and articulate way on my Facebook and Instagram.
Going back to Regal, yung mga ibibigay sa yung mga project, kung may mga sexy thing bad, are you willing to accept it? And gaano ka-limited, yung limitations mo in accepting the sexy roles? Kasi you're a beauty queen, di ba?
Well, I would like to leave the beauty queen image behind in terms of being prim and proper, but of course, I'll still have my limitations, like I won't show too much skin, and I'll always consult my parents because they always come first in my...
So talagang lahat ng project mo, you have to consult your parents?
Yes. Well, I want to.
How about naman sa TV? May mga projects na naka-line up?
Not yet, but hopefully soon.
Anong reaction mo nung nalaman nung Regal will get you for a
We're
contract?
super excited because we had meetings before, and the way they talked about their projects is very exciting, and then I actually wanna do a movie already, and I think we're gonna do one soon. So I'm looking forward to that because I really want to develop myself more as an actor.
Having said that, nung napanood mo yung Panday, how will you evaluate yourself, or how did you evaluate yourself?
I didn't like watching myself, but after watching myself, and it's funny because I watched it like 4 times.
4 times.
Yeah, it's family, friends. I definitely need to learn more, practice more, especially with my Tagalog, and yung mga simple dialogue. That's what I need to work on more, because I actually like crying. I like crying scenes.
Okay.
So I want to work on more yung mga simple, happy scenes and mga dialogue talaga.
Ano reaction ng parents mo nung napanood nila? Ano yung comment nila sa'yo? May sinabi rin ba sa'yo?
They were super excited, super proud, and of course they also said yung Tagalog ko nga. They always tell me, oh, mag-Tagalog ka na nga. They always tell me to improve on that. But they were really proud of me, and they saw something in me. But of course, I have to practice more.
Thank you, Mariel.
Holy Week. What's your Holy Week?
Holy Week, we're just gonna be in our beach house sa Batangas.
So, handa ka naman maligawan ng mga living men.
Ayun nga pa.
Relationship status.
I have to go through my parents. Always parents.
So you're single?
How old are you now?
24.
Pwede pa sa parents.
Always parents first.
Ang natin si Boyet man.
Thank you, Mariel. Are you open for showbiz boyfriend? Or okay lang na kahit non-showbiz or showbiz? If you have a choice.
Either. Kahit ano naman, just as long as kasi my parents' criteria, standards is very, dapat number 1 is God-fearing and God-loving, yeah. As
Pero
long as
sinong crush mo artista?
crush, wala pa. Wala pa. Yeah, wala pa.
But you want to work with, you mentioned Gerald. Aside from Gerald.
Aside from Gerald. Sino pa ba? Kasi I don't know who's taller than me. 5'8".
Mariel, ano ba? Tulad ng iba, are you willing pa rin to join pageant para mas makuha mo yung big Or okay na sa'yo yun?
Actually, I thought about Miss World. But I think for me, okay na. Wag na. I'll
Why?
leave it to... I want to close my book on that one. Kasi as life-changing as Binibini was, it was also honestly very stressful. I think people don't realize how stressful it is, especially after Binibini preparing for the international pageant. And I think I was blessed to represent the Philippines already in one of the big pageants, the top 4 pageants. So I think that's enough for me.
Ano yung favorite questions mo dun sa last Binibini, if you don't mind? favorite question? The build ba? Why is it?
Even honestly, even I didn't know what it was nung una. Pero I was thinking about it right after he asked that, and I was like, yung clues from the words na lang, which is build. So when that pops into my mind, I was thinking, yeah, building infrastructures and developing the country. So I think
She did the right thing by
I think so,
admitting.
yes. Kasi I think it would be better to be honest rather than make yourself look like
Paligoy-ligoy.
Yeah, kasi I think people will appreciate that more, which they do now.
Yes.
They're actually really praising her now.
If ikaw yung nasa stand ni Sandra, how will you answer the build question?
Question and answer. I would like not answer for 5 seconds. No, but from the context clues, I think you say, I would just say I think whatever the government chooses to do in the country, they're thinking about the betterment of the future of the country and its citizens, and building more infrastructures and buildings means that it'll give more jobs to the people, which I think is good.
Wow.
Ganun.
Panalo yun.
Ganun.
Last na lang, yun dun sa gender equality ng restroom.
That was really hard also, actually.
Yes. How will you answer it? Are you in favor of that?
I think because for me, I really support the LGBTQ community, and I watch a lot of LGBTQ type of shows like RuPaul, my favorite show. And I think if you're a transgender woman, if you identify as a woman, or you are a woman, if you identify as a man, then you are a man. And I think you'd have the right to go to the women's restroom or the men's restroom, whichever they choose. And I don't think if they want a separate restroom, they can, but I don't think it's
Necessary.
necessary. Because if they do identify as a woman, then I believe they are a woman. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.